Hello, everyone. It's Friday, and that means it's time for Muppins Sewing Emporium. We are live to you through the power of the internet. Here in beautiful downtown Paducah, Kentucky, where it is a steamy 87 degrees out and humid and gross. And yes, you can hear my air conditioner going. That, my friends, is the only thing keeping me sane today. Hopefully, you're out there. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. We are back from our various trips. We were in uh, 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 two trips we've made. So last week we were not online because it was the 4th of July. So happy 4th of July to all of you. And the week before we were in Virginia. We were in Richmond, Virginia, and we were basically setting up at a show, and we had a wonderful time. And yeah, I had a great time. If you were in Virginia, let me know. I would love to see and hear from you. My goodness, we are. Hello, Charlotte. So, where have you been, my friend? The other day, my husband and I were talking about you. Hopefully, your ears were ringing. And we were asking if you were even in town because there's new kittens in our backyard, and we were wondering if you knew anything about them. Daryl's here. Hello, Daryl. How are you? Yeah, we have been all over. We just got back from Virginia. And then last week being the 4th of July, of course, being on the trip, I caught a cold. So, yeah, I've been everywhere. You've been traveling. Well, that is a wonderful thing. Happy retirement, by the way. So yes, there is a new batch of kittens in the area, and Charlotte lives kind of like catty corner from our property that we rent. That is where we live while the building here is being reconstructed. So, anyway, yes, there are kittens in the backyard, and they are so cute. And my son really, really, really wants to keep them. So, really trying hard not to keep the kittens, but there you go. So, today, my friends, I have so many cool things to show you. It has been a wild week. We had the 4th of July. I was sick from the travel and all of that. We went to Gettysburg, and we got to see the Gettysburg battlegrounds and all of that. So, yes, you have one and a half and one and one next door. I get it. I don't know if Peanut Butter is still outside. That was the name of one of the neighborhood cats. So yeah. Anyway, my friends, we've got some cool things to show you, and I've been really busy with making samples lately, and I feel like I have a million and one samples that I haven't even shown you. So yeah. Um, okay, so first of all, you may remember our cat pattern that we gave out. This was an exclusive for the release of the Tula Pink Deja Vu cat fabric. Okay, so there's the cat fabric. These were um, these were very popular. So many people asked us finally are you ever going to make this a pattern for release and not just for sale? It was a giveaway. We did. And there is now a pattern called the Calico Cat Plush, and it makes this cat right here. So that will finally, you can get your own Calico Cat pattern for, yes. Jerry says it's like Catception. It is. Yeah, they're really, really fun. Daryl's asking, did we see any ghosts in Gettysburg? No. And we were there pretty late. It was like about an hour before sundown, which was really cool. And no, I didn't see any ghosts, but there is a ghost tour you can take in town, which is really cool. Charlotte says, I have to get back to the little cats. Yes, this is a really fun and cute pattern, and it takes one fat quarter to make a cat. And these were just so popular during the time that we were giving this pattern away, and now we have it for sale, and you can get one whenever you want one. And so this is the Calico Cat pattern, and it is available right now on our website. So there's that. Now, that was something that we wanted to get done in time for Road to Virginia. And we had a wonderful time in Virginia and at Gettysburg. And in the meantime, when I came back, oh my goodness, it's like everything and its brother is starting to ship. And can I just say that the hottest time of the year feels really weird to be getting in Christmas and fall right when you have like the hottest week, and it feels so gross outside, and you don't want to feel like Christmas, but it does. So we've got some new things. We also got a restock, and I was not expecting this restock on the skeleton dolls. Okay, so these are the Stacy East Sue, and she is the designer of this line called Home Sweet Haunt. And we have the doll panels. So the doll panel comes with the two skeletons and their outfits. And you can see that the young lady has a little removable skirt. The young man has removable overalls. He is very much like Pugsley from the Addams Family, like this little houndstooth outfit of his, which is just so stinking cute. And then, of course, the little Skelly girl. These are both on the same panel, and I was not expecting a restock. I told you last time this was all we were going to get. I got a call. They said, do you want another one? I said yes. So here they are. But this is it. This is all I can get. So once these are gone, they are gone. And that's true for a lot of our these patterns. Once they're gone, they're gone. I'm not going to be able to get these again. So now's the time. If you have slept on the Mr. Boney Jr. panel, gonna want to get your Mr. Boney Jr. panel, because again, these Halloween things, once they're gone, they're gone. And I cannot get more after that. Okay, so we've got that, and we also have this panel by the same designer, Stacy East Sue, Home Sweet Haunt. These ones, these are about 12 inches in size. Okay, and they've got different sayings on them. So once again, this is great for any kind of making pillows. We've got Stay Spooky, a pinch of Hocus Pocus, Home Sweet Haunt, which is the name of the collection. We've got Cute and Creepy, Ghostly Greetings, which is the name of another designer's line. I always find that kind of funny. Trick or Treat. Very orange and black, this collection. A Haunted Home is a Happy Home. I love that one. Don't Be a Scaredy Cat. And I Put a Spell on You. So this panel, $14, comes with 9 12-inch blocks. Really, really cute. I think you're gonna like this one. Again, we've got lots of Halloween going on. We are still waiting for one collection. So for those of you that have ordered the collection called what is it called? It's like it's a current, it's hasn't come out yet, and it hasn't come out yet from anybody. So let's do this. Let's find it. And it is a pre-order currently, but I think I took them all down until we figure out what's going on with it. So if you've pre-ordered it, it's still coming, but get, So this pre-order is called The Witching Hour, and it is by Helen Black. Now, a lot of you are very excited about this collection, and I know Mary, you ordered it. I know, so many of you ordered it. The company is having trouble getting it in due to tariffs. So I believe I have taken this offline. Yes, I have taken it offline. So we're waiting to hear. It's supposed to arrive at the company on July 16th. That's a pushback date now. It's been pushed back twice. It was pushed back to the 7th, and now it's been pushed back another week. I am waiting to hear, once it gets in, how much more it's going to be. Because those of you that pre-ordered it, you're getting it at the rate that you bought it at. The rest of us, it has to be marked up, but we will be one of the only people in the US to have it because everybody's order was canceled. So here's how I am dealing with that. Okay, so my distributor said, we're not going to get it in time for Halloween release, which they said was like May, June. So they felt they could not get that collection in and rightfully sell it to us as a Halloween collection because, of course, it's well after all the Halloween releases. And I said, my customers don't care about that. My customers just want that collection. So I went directly to the manufacturer and I said, what can I do? Because I have orders for this for my customers and I want to help them. And they said that I could buy it directly from them, except now, unfortunately, it is going to cost more. And I have to pay the freight from overseas to get this collection from the UK. So it is a UK designer and it's a UK company. And typically this would have been brought in and carried by our US distributors, etc. However, because of the delay, we are not going to get this until hopefully the end of July. But like I said, I am waiting until next week to hear if we're actually going to get this line or not. So, Witchy Ways, Helen Black. If you got last year's forest collection with the wolves and the pine trees and the pumpkins, this is that same designer. So I know you guys will want it. I know you guys will be excited about it, but it is not here yet. So, all right. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was the backpack panel that is we have in stock called Sunset Ridge. Now, this backpack panel, I had made this I feel like it's been forever now, but I know I have not talked about this here on the show. So let's talk about this really quickly. So this is a panel by Minky Kim. It's called Sunset Ridge. It comes with basically two backpacks on it. It comes with one that's more like these greens, and then you have another one that's like very light, like cream color white. Okay, so this particular backpack, we sell as a kit so that you can make everything. You, if you don't have like the interfacings and all of that, we have all of that. Okay, so I stuffed this with paper, so I'm gonna tear that all out of there so that you can see just how cute this is. Now, here's the other thing. I never did go back and finish the interior, the lining. Okay, so just pretend like I did all the lining inside. But this is basically how this backpack is put together. It's got lots of little details, which I think are really sweet. It's got the pocket on the front, which is really great. And it has, of course, just some really, it's got nice hardware and the adjustable straps. So this backpack, again, there's two on the panel. So you can get just the panel, or we have this as a kit with the yardage needed for the lining and the hardware and the strap material. So the kit comes with everything except for the interfacings, which we do sell and we have them separately. So if you have interfacings and you're like, I'm ready to go with interfacings, great. If you are not, if you don't have the interfacings, we have all of that for this. Cute, cute, cute little backpack. Again, it can be really shortened straps for like someone who is short or a tiny little person, or you can make these big enough for you to, wear on your own. All of the pieces in the panel are swappable. So you could make this with this piece on the all white one, or you can have more white light colors for the rest of it. There's just a million ways that you can customize this with what's on the panel. And like I said, we have it as a kit. The kit is $47, and I feel like that's completely reasonable for the two backpacks. So check that out. But if you just want the panel itself, we do have that, and it's called Sunset Ridge. And look for that in the panels section on the website. So I absolutely love this. It is absolutely one of my top favorite makes this year. It does come with video instructions. It does come with paper instructions. So well thought out. Really, really fun make. Also, the dolls, these were also a really fun make. So is there enough in each kit to make 2 backpacks? You get 1 set of hardware, so the only thing you will need to add is just 1 more set of the hardware. Or you can add hardware that you may have on your own. That means the zipper, the D-rings, and the buckles. And that's all you would have to add. So there's hardware for 1, but yes, the rest of the material is enough for 2. So I hope that makes sense. Right. So the other thing, Joy is here. Joy, welcome. How are you tonight? Okay. The other night, so this was a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the Jane Austen A to Z book, and I made it, and OMG. Okay, so I gotta show this because it's just the cutest. Okay. I did not know if I was gonna like this or not, but I actually love it. And I'm glad I made it as a book. Because I can just see all kinds of fun things with this. So, first of all, for all of my Bridgerton fans, this is right up your alley. This is a Regency era. This is put together by the Jane Austen House, which is celebrating 250 years of Jane Austen books. And this is an ABC book that basically talks about the things that would have been talked about in Jane Austen novels, specifically um, uh, uh, Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so you've got gardens and hats and Jane herself, and all the things like needlepoint and quilting and libraries, and just it's adorable. Regency gowns, and of course, all the suitors and tea, and it's just it's a lot of fun. It was a cute make. And I will say, if you are not into this as an ABC book, uh, you will absolutely want this just for the panels to make an ABC quilt for Jane Austen. And so all of these are usable as blocks in a quilt instead. And there is a free pattern on the Riley Blake website that tells you how to turn this into a quilt instead. So, really cute panel, adorable as a book. Now, if you have a literary friend and they are having a child, this is the thing to make for that friend. And so if you are like me and you like to have that easy gift to make for someone at the ready, this is a panel that you're going to want to add to your collection so that you can have this ready to make. And the cover is done with batting, and then each of the interior pages is done with a little bit of interfacing. It was a lot of fun to make, and Sonia, I know this is so cute. It was so adorable. So if you have, like, again, you have that need to have a panel to collect, this is going to be one of those you'll want. So yeah, this one's a great one. We've got also a new panel that makes stockings. Okay, and you can see the colors here. You've got kind of a teal, a green, and then there is a white and a red. And I will tell you, this panel comes with essentially 8 fronts for stockings. So you can essentially make 8 stockings, 4 if you want to do them back to back. And what I did here, let me move that. So Max has been practicing his free motion quilting, and let me just back this way up so you can see it. Whee! All right. Nope, that's way too big. There we go. I hit the. There we go. I hit the button. Okay, so you can see how big these are. These are not teeny tiny. All right. And they do come with like a front and a back. And essentially you quilt them and then sew them together. And we do have a fabric that have for the lining. And as you can see, it's right from the collection itself. It's got these little adorable, like, pink deers that were on uh, everybody had one of those back in the day. Okay, so you've got these fronts and backs, and you essentially uh, put them together and sew around them, and then there is a binding that they do to make the raw edges inside all nice and neat, and of course around the top, which again you can use the lining fabric for. And they're just so adorable. They're really, really cute. They do have also an area here where you can hand stitch if you want to, like, do some hand stitching on these as well, which is really cool. It's an option. It's just sort of printed on there. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but yeah, so these are the two of the four on the panel. Now we are also getting in a new collection, or sorry, a new panel. I don't know why it didn't ship with these panels, but it's coming next week, and that is the tree skirt that goes these with these with this collection. So the tree skirt and the uh, stockings, you're going to have this like matchy sort of really adorable Christmas. And Max had, like I said, these are really cute. You can see here, Max has been learning how to machine quilt, and he just kind of went. I told him to stay in the red area, and he did. So he's been quilting. He's quilting these, and you can see he kind of went in here to try to go straight. He's not too good at the straight, but you know, it's Max made this one, and this of course is going to be my favorite one, right? So so that is the Mistletoe and Holly is the name of the collection, Mistletoe and Holly. And this is the stocking panel. So the stocking panel's in stock now. The tree skirt is coming. And so we're hotly trying to get these samples done. Max has been helping me, which is huge, which is fantastic. But yeah, so we're getting this Christmas stuff in, which is kind of nutty. Now, I will say too, we still have these Christmas 2.5 inch strips that are part of the Gingerbread Kisses line. And so these come in more pop colors and have more pop designs on them. As you can see, look at that little adorable gingerbread man. We have these in jelly rolls and 5-inch charms. So if you want this collection, you can get that in a 5-inch charm, and you can get it in a jelly roll. Now we do have another new collection that just came in. What we got are fat quarter bundles we have the 5-inch charms, and we have jelly rolls for this. And here's what it is. It's called Compliments, and it's by the mother daughter duo team So Kind of Wonderful. And you can see just these like soft colors in this collection. So you've got like very light teals, greens, into like almost the grays, and then you have into like just a hint of peach, and on into the very, very light yellows. So this collection comes in jelly roll and 5-inch charm. Okay, so you get get duplicates of each of these fabrics. And then we do have it. This is a 20-piece fat quarter bundle. And so if you are looking for anything that will just like tone down your colors, tone down, like kind of bring the like, we call it low volume, this is going to be the collection that will do that. So if you've ever been wanting just like, what I'm missing is a lot of light colors, this is going to be that collection. So I like to bring these in just to break up the loud colors that we typically bring in. And so we only have a few of each of these. And once they're gone, they're gone. These are called Compliments, and there's 20 pieces in the fat quarter. There's going to be 42 pieces in the 5-inch charms, and also 40 in the jelly roll strips. So, again, I like to bring these in just to give you something else, just a little bit different. And we're trying these out just to kind of break up some of that bold, bright colors we've been bringing in lately. So, so this is something that's fun. And again, this is a company or a design duo that is mother daughter, and they've got just some really kind of beautiful tone on tones in here. And so I just feel like they're very modern, but also very calico-esque. So very, very pretty stuff. And I feel like we were talking about these the other day, and I know some of you picked up a couple of these, but we got more. Okay. And so I got a big restock on these. I did not expect them to take off so quickly. And we had these for less than a week, and we were already depleted. So we've got this one here makes 5 different birds, $35. Everything is in here except scissors. The only thing you need to add is a pair of scissors. Everything else is here. This is considered a very easy pattern. We got this one here, which is linen lavender bags. And they have these, I mean, just look at how pretty these embroideries are. And I wish you could smell this, because it has French dried lavender included. So these ones are the bigger kits. And then we did restock. Everybody wanted the hummingbird. And so the hummingbird is back in stock. I know a bunch of you wanted this one. I showed it on the video. Of course, then right away, the ones that we got in sold out, and then and we have them back. So everything is in here. It's so much fun. I did the cat. I know that these are marked intermediate. I did not feel like it was intermediate. I felt like it was very beginner friendly. And I will say that these little stitches, they look complicated. They are not. Very good instructions in here, picture instructions. I feel like you are really going to like this a lot. And then we did add a new little mini pin cushion to this. And I'm telling you, like, everything's in here, even the stuffing. Okay, so these are imported from the UK. So these are, um, very just well thought out projects. And so the smaller kits are 22, the bigger kits are 35. And I know you're going to have a lot of fun with them because I really loved making the cat. And now my eye is on that hummingbird. I kind of want to do the hummingbird next. Okay, and then for last here, I mean, I could go on all night here. I've got like so much good stuff in this shop right now. But we have new sashiko samplers. We do have to reorder again. We're out of the skulls again. We're out of the Space Invaders again, and we're out of the patchwork one again. But we do have these, and I wanted to show them to you. So this one here is a butterfly, and I felt like it looked like open books. So if you are a library person or you have a library person in your life, these are going to be super, super fun as books. Wouldn't that be cute? And then you have these candies. Now remember, I did mine in the different colors. This would be absolutely adorable in different colors. So just saying. And then we have this sashiko sampler, and um, this one is one of those all over patterns, but I can tell you this will very much be a very meditative stitch. So again, all you need are the sashiko threads, which you can also use a 15 weight or a 30 weight. This is a 30 weight. I used a 30 weight. You can use your own needle. And we do have the sashiko threads, and it tells you on the back how many you need. So on this one, you'll need 3 packs of thread. This one here, you'll need 2 packs of thread. This one here, you'll need 2 packs of thread. Okay, so that's, I feel like, really cool. It tells you like, how much thread they take and all of that. You will love stitching these. And we have been doing so well with the Hitomizashi stitching these cloths. They have been an incredible amount of fun. So that's everything that I have for you. Andy, you're late. You're here though. That's all that matters. It is crazy hot in Paducah. I mean, like, boiling, gross hot. And this building is so old, and its air conditioning unit is so old that we actually had to install a secondary in like a kind of like a wall unit, but not a wall unit. Okay. How is it coming? Wow, it's going slow. Now, that said, when Max goes back to school, I am undertaking a demolition project upstairs. So I am going to start the demo process, and once I get that process done, we're going to assess. And I'm pretty sure at that point we're going to start the construction. But it took us a while to get here. Partially it's because it is very it's like it's complicated. We have the historical preservation part of the building that we have to take into account. So this was like a whole thing. So apparently in Paducah, any residence above a second floor has to have a um sprinkler system installed. So if you are on a second floor, or sorry, a third floor or above, you have to have a sprinkler system. And we we were kind of freaking out about that because the sprinkler systems they were quoting us were like $35,000, $40,000. Well, my architect drew up all the plans and had them submitted to the city, and because of our historical preservation, like whatever, um, we are grandfathered in to not have the sprinkler system. So we're kind of waiting to see if we get caught on that. Like, I don't want to like plan to not have it if we are going to have it. It's just, it's these little things that continue to like bump up the amount of money we thought we needed to raise. And then that number keeps getting higher and higher. So it's like, that's why every little bit counts, because it's all going to that. Jerry wants to know, am I heading to the Berea Craft Festival this weekend? I am not. I did hear about it though, and I don't. I think partially it's because we're open on Saturdays, so it's hard for us to get to stuff like that. But if it's open on Sunday, I will consider it. We have 2 more weeks with Max, so we're trying to like spend as much quality time with him as possible. Plus, he is not a good road tripper in the sense that if you are going to do something that he does not like, you're gonna hear about it. And when we went to Gettysburg, there was a lot of that. Yes, you're here. I know. Now, the funny thing is that Max was supposed to be on tonight's show, but he chose not to, because he wanted me to pay him. And he also said that doing the show is like he would be acting, and I needed to pay more for his acting skills. Isn't that right, Max? So anyway, no, I'm sure it's all fine. I just don't want to drag him to something he would not want to go to. We have to see you before you go. So there you go, Max. Now you have to come on to the show. Your adoring fans want to see you. I agree. I think that you guys, I think he is a wonderful addition to the show when he's here. Like I said, he's been quilting. He will be in the store tomorrow. So if you want to come and see him in the store tomorrow, that would be a great time to come by. We've got all this wonderful stuff. We've got beautiful panels. Just come and see all the great stuff. Like this stuff, we have been finding some really, really cool cool projects to do, and I have been really enjoying making the samples. That's been an absolute fun thing. So yeah, I mean he's you know, he's a kid. He's got that whole if you're dragging me along to this thing, why do I have to be here, and I made him get out of the car a bunch of times at Gettysburg and look at the battlefields and stuff. And so I get it. You know, it is a thing that parents make you do. So, mm, 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 mm. So it's very, very hot in here. And we have this sort of like secondary air conditioner unit that we've put in. It's not, what do they call those? It is not a mini split. A lot of people put in these mini splits instead of like an actual air conditioner unit. And we have an air conditioner unit. It's just really old. And so, yeah. You're gonna want to go back. Toby Keith even wrote a song about it. Yeah. Someday you'll want these days back. I feel like I wish I could have some of those days back when I was a kid. It is what it is. Well, that's what I have for you, my friends. We've shown you all of the cool stuff. We've shown you all of this amazing other stuff. And I'll tell you what, you got to come in and see some of this. We did get a shipment of chenille. So those of you that remember our chenille squares, they are store exclusive. They do not go up on the website. I'd have to have a listing for each and every one of them. It sounds like nightmare fuel. So the chenille bundles only available in store. And we have a restock on all of that. We've got all these beautiful panels, backpacks, dolls, books, stockings, Christmas, you name it, we've got it. So come on in, shop the site, take a look around. We've got 2-ish more weeks with Max. He'll be here tomorrow, supposedly. So come on in, take a look around. But my friends, I hope that you get some sewing done this weekend. I hope that you take care of yourselves. Stay cool. Take care. I will see all of you next Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.